Now we need to connect this app with Docker. Now we need to run this emails app with Docker. So let's create a Docker file here and a Docker Compose file. .yaml. Now we got the files. Let's go to our Laravel influencer, and in the Docker file here we will copy this code and paste it here. Now we got a problem because it's PHP 7.3, so we have to change it to 7.4. But also these commands need to change, so I'm pasting the new commands now. I will provide the downloadable resource in the video, so you can download this file. You don't have to write anything on your own. And we have to make a new change now, which is we have to remove this part. Since we won't serve here, we will just wait for RabbitMQ events. Now let's go to the Docker Compose. Let's write version first. 3.8 is the latest version, and the services. So we only need the queue here, and we need the build. Context is this application, and the Docker file is Docker file. Now, since we removed the command for the PHP artisan serve, we have to add the command here, which is PHP artisan queue work. So we are almost done, but we need also to connect with the database, because otherwise it will fail. So let's go to our Docker Compose in our influencer app and copy this code and paste it here. And we will need to change the database, so it's emails, volumes. I will change the folder here to storage /db data. We don't need the, so we may need a port, so for now I will put it to 7, so 3367, and we don't need the network. Now this queue depends on a database, and let's copy also this environment from the other app. So we need to put the environment there, and this is the email. We also need to add another environment, which is mail host. So mail host now is localhost, but this will not work since we have to use Docker for Mac internal. And make sure to start Mailhog. Okay, so now everything should be okay, and let's run it. Docker Compose app build. So I already ran the Docker Compose app, so I need to rebuild it because I made some changes. And let's wait till it's completed. So everything is up and running now. Now let's try to send the events. So run PHP artisan fire. So we can see the error has failed. So let's see the error in our database. So let's make a new MySQL connection. Docker host is localhost, user is root, password root, database is emails, and the port is this port. Test connection. So the connection is successful. Let's add it. So we connected with the database. Now let's go inside the Docker container. So docker compose exec q sh and run php artisan. First, before running php artisan migrate, I will make a change here, which is removing these two tables. We only need the failed jobs table. And let's run php artisan migrate. It seems we already created the users table and password resets table. Why is that? Because we forgot to add the volume inside this configuration, but it's not a problem for now. Those tables won't harm us. We need only the failed jobs one. Now let's restart the container. And see what is the error. So let's fire the event. So failed. Now let's open the failed jobs. So we can see now we have an error here. So it looks like connection could not be established. So it seems like it's a mailhog. So let's go to our Docker compose file. And yes, this is localhost here. Let's try it again. Let's send the event. So let's see the failed job again. So probably we need to restart. Send again. So the order was processed. So that's it. This is the configuration that we want for the emails microservice. So let's see it also on the browser. So let's copy this HTTP here. And we get the email here. Now this is a completed emails microservice. Now let's move to the other ones.